Overview: Slave economy. With the invention of cotton gin, cotton became a cash crop on the Deep South, stimulating increased demands of enslaved people for the Up South toll of land and soil. As the diligence and divide the plantations of the owner, of the poor people. Sorry, I accidentally clicked it out. Rest on the racial ideology that white are supreme. And most importantly, many white believe that slavery itself sustained newly propulsion to the South economy. However, cotton was a labor-intense crop. Many cotton plant owners reduced the numbers to enslave people due to high costs and low output in 1793. In White Revolution, colonized and productions of when he invented the cotton gin, a device separated the seeds of rotten and cotton. Suddenly, a process of exponential and intensified could be easily then said. By early 1800s, cotton emerged as the owner of the cotton quickly tobacco, rice, and food imports. However, cotton was the labor of the cash crops, so this was a big issue for the North. American plantation owners began to turn the world market into sell their new foundings of cotton's advantage of being easily stored, transport, demand, and also it existed on the industry of the texture mill of Great Britain. In all times, steady stream of slave-grown American cotton. So these supplies of northern texture milks. The Southern cotton has picked up the process by providing slaves and helped the fuel of 19th century industrial revolution, both in the United States and Great Britain. This lucifies the international trade between the wealth and the residents of New Orleans as the product of people traveled down to the new water highway of the U.S. Mississippi River. The invention of the steamship, of the dramatification, increased used river as quick as the ways of transporting goods. By 1840, the new origin, a loan of 12% of the nation of total banking, capital to enslaved people, cotton and memberships transformed the city, a relative isolation of cornered and North American field of the Damantio and the New York independence movement. By 1850, 3.2 million enslaved people in the country, 15 slave states, and 1.8 million were producing cotton. By 1860, the slave labor was producing over 2 billion pounds per cotton per year. Indeed, the American cottoners soon led up to free global supplies, and the production continued to soar by the Civil War. South Carolina, the political James Henry Hedberg, confidently proclaimed that the North could not be threatened by the South because they are the cotton king. The production of cotton have brought the South firmly in larger hands in the Atlantic market. About 75% of the cotton produced in the United States is exported abroad. Exporting such high volumes made the United States distribute the world leader of cotton production. Large American and Atlantic markets relied on Southern cotton era. Southern also depended on these markets obtaining food, manufacturing goods, loan, and revolution transformed the South as other regions. Solid downriver, the domestic slave trade. With the cotton boom on the Deep South, a spike of demand of enslaved laborers to work on the fields, although the full Congress of abolished the slavery in the trade of 1800, the American continued to smuggle Africans across the Atlantic Ocean. However, domestic enslaved trade primarily supplied the necessary forced labor of tobacco crops of Rewind and the former tobacco farmers of older states of Virginia, Hail Mary, and themselves with the certified and enslaved laborers, whom have included cloth, shelter, and some slave owners who responded to the situation by freeing enslaved laborers so far to decide to sell them. This is the start of a new chapter of Civil War. What do you think? Does the enslaved economy increase the settlement of tension and the algorithm of the period? How so? How does the industry revolution affect the slave economy on two visas and one relationship and between the two? Why does economically disadvantaged white people could not see the common cause of enslaved people? Let me know. Comments below. Peace.